Welcome back folks, my name is LastKnownMeal and today we will be diving into everything you can expect and should watch out for in the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy game that I will be covering extensively when it releases on February 10th, or well, 3 days ahead of it if you buy the Deluxe edition, but we will talk about it in a second. So in 2 weeks you will be able to play this title on either previous gen consoles like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, as well as current gen PlayStation and Xbox. This is also coming out on PC, specifically on Steam and Epic Games. The price of this title for baseline edition, at least on PC, is $60, 60 euros like in my case, or your region equivalent. In the case you pre-order, you will be getting access to Onyx Hippogriff mount. They also include Deluxe edition, which is $70, so still cheaper than normal edition of Forspoken because Square Enix is smoking something, but I digress. Hogwarts Legacy Deluxe edition includes Thestral mount, Dark Arts Battle Arena, Dark Arts Cosmetic set, Garrison hat and 72 hours early access to the game regardless of the platform. Personally, I am not a fan of unlocking the game for people who pay more for 72 hours, but it is what it is. And also when it comes to, as I said, some of the cosmetics, they are going to be exclusively only for this Deluxe edition. Keep in mind though, on PlayStation 5, Standard Edition is your average $70 and Deluxe Edition is $80 or well, region equivalent, while PlayStation 4 version is $60. On top of that, PlayStation version of the game also has access to exclusive quest Haunted Hogsmeade shop with cosmetic and Felicit potion recipe if you pre-order on PlayStation. So yes, besides the exclusive on bonuses, PlayStation will also get this. On the other hand, Xbox and PC version will get a kiss on the cheek, but jokes aside, after a year of exclusivity, this quest will arrive on other platforms as well. For the collectors, there is also the big collector's edition of the game if you want to check out, but I'm pretty sure at this point in time that the collector's editions are pretty much sold out. Dark Arts Battle Arena though, that is a part of Deluxe edition, I think will be able to be purchased as a DLC separately further on in the future when the game releases, but stay tuned for that because I don't think developers yet actually said what's gonna be happening with it. In the Dark Arts Arena, you will have access to all of the spells straight away, so you can practice and see which ones are going to work and not. This is interesting, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun if it actually considers XP to be returned back to the character after this, so we will see how that is going to be handled. But yeah, this is going to be one of the features that you will only get right now in case you buy the actual Deluxe or Collector's Edition. Regarding the game itself, Hogwarts Legacy is an open-world RPG game set in the 1800s Wizarding world, so before the regular books and I think also Fantastic Beasts, because the Fantastic Beasts are, I believe, in 1927. When you start, you will be able to create your own character and choose which house you will belong to. Now also keep in mind, when it comes to character creation, is going to be your standard way of choosing different head models for your character, different complexities, cars, accessories. So yes, technically if you want, you can create Harry Potter in this and basically play as that or any other character pretty much. It's not going to have full face morphing, but it is going to, as I said, have various different already pre-rendered models of the face which you can choose. Now, as I said about the houses, you will be able to choose Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw, and yes, you can go full evil if you want to, because this game is going to take a lot from the RPG standpoint, you know, an RPG formula of allowing you to shape the character that you want to make and make decisions which you want to make throughout the game, which is very nice. The quests themselves will revolve around a few things, like attending classes like Charm, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Herbology and Potions, doing work in or around the school, and the usual questing besides that. Game also features hidden secret areas that were rumored to be designed by Merlin himself, and various collectibles and activities to do. Your classic open world RPG experience, which I like, you know, especially followed up with gorgeous graphics and level design. Animation as well looks nice. I mean, it definitely seems that there is a lot of passion which went into this game. Combat in this game is going to be dynamic and action oriented, meaning you will be able to use your wands to cast different spells, you learn to fight various enemies from goblins, trolls, monsters, people, and so on. Characters will have offensive and defensive spells, like for example, as we see in the UI, there's going to be up to, I believe, 4 spells which you can mix at a certain time, so if you want to change that up or do something else, of course you can mix and match those spells and equip different ones which are going to be useful for your playthrough. And of course, down here we can see potions that is going to either give us, health back or something else, but it is going to be binded to our UI or quick access. And besides that, your character is gonna be able to counter, evade, dodge, slam, and do whatever else you want. I mean, it's pretty much open in that sense of combat, which is nice, definitely. You will be able to go and learn ancient spells in dangerous dungeons that you will have to have both, combat encounters with a boss in the end, and puzzles that can be solved around with magic. Besides ancient spells, there you will be also finding different cosmetic items that you will be able to use on the clothing you have to change it up and turn how it looks. When it comes to potions you can craft and use, we all know about some of them, like Wolfskin Potion, which is going to make you take less damage, or the Focus Potion that will decrease spell cooldown, which is very useful. I mean, for Avada Kedavra, because this spell, or well, curse, will be insta-shot. So one shot and the monster is gone. And to counter this, or how OP it is, they included a long cooldown, which makes sense. There is enough variety here, it seems that it can be fun to craft, your own playstyle with different spells, potions, outfits, and so on. Besides spells, you have your usual talents, upgrades, skills, enhancements that you can use to complete the build in the Room of Requirement, and yeah, there is stealth and invisibility system in the game as well. On the outside area of your home, you will be able to place many objects you buy or well, what you are able to conjure. In the lands outside of school walls, you will be able to also rescue beasts and animals that you can bring home, and you will have to feed and take care of them. Besides that, the game has a battle pet system that you can deploy in case you need to. There will be a variety of battle pets to choose from, so for higher difficulties, potions and pets will be vital for your survival. And they even included a toy box that various animals and you can play with, which is insane. You can craft or upgrade gear with materials you find in the world to get more powerful stats and traits, like here we have the Protego Shielding or Goblin Silver Resistance, which decreases damage taken from goblins. Besides that, we can see trait slot levels and how many upgrades this particular piece of equipment can have, but just speedrun to unlock Avada Kedavra and you are set. Game will have your usual gear levels from basic, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Hogwarts Legacy will also feature base system because why not, where you will be able to build various machines to help us again craft and upgrade and so on. I like the style of buildings they went with here, it does seem to allow for a decent amount of customization as well, and as I mentioned before, of course, you will be able to have various pets in this area. When you get bored of school, you will be able to travel to village of Hogsmeade that will have its own stories and quests to finish, as well as a shop for the Broom. So the Broom is going to be in the game, as you can see, the Broom is going to have a certain, how would I say, bar, which is going to deplete the higher you go up with the Broom. The lower you stay, the Broom is not going to well deplete its power. And as I said, in Hogsmeade you will be able to upgrade that Broom and find different stuff which is going to help you. Keep in mind, as developers said, they haven't really, yet got the hang of the Broom. This is still the early start of Broom, and they're still trying to learn how to use the Broom properly and the technology which is going to make them fly faster, so keep that in mind. One thing this game sadly does not feature is Quidditch, so no matches on launch. I won't exclude it maybe sometimes in the future. If anything, I hope they consider it as a DLC or expansion, maybe even have a story quest around it during, a tournament set in Quidditch. It's a bummer, but luckily the game will have plenty of features already. Hogwarts Legacy will feature dynamic weather system with changing seasons, so visiting same places during different times will paint it in different light, which is nice. I like that this was implemented. It shows passage of time nicely and will unlock new things I presume to find, or new monsters might roam the lands. In the school you have each common room for each house, in actual Hogwarts, but I do believe you will be only, able to visit your own common room. I'm not sure about the other ones, but I mean, if you visit them, you're gonna be somewhat trespassing. But look, graphics wise, as I mentioned, and just level design and details they have within the castle wall, within the school walls is phenomenal, and it just shows how much passion went into this game, or at least that's what I can see from all of the footage and what people have been saying. One thing I do hope is that frame rate holds out and it's not going to have any issues on that front when it releases. Now, one of the most prominent professors in the game will be Phineas Black, played by Simon Pegg, a pure-blood wizard who attended Hogwarts as a member of House Slytherin, and at this point in time he is the Headmaster. He is somewhat present in the books and films. I mean, in the film you were able to see his portrait, but regarding him as a character, he's not going to be, you know, all sunshine and daisies, so it's gonna be fun to have Simon Pegg, especially, you know, showcasing Phineas Black. Also, this being an original story set in the wizarding world written by Rowling, you know, as they stated, she is not directly involved in the project, she just provides the IP permission. Regarding microtransactions, Hogwarts Legacy right now, and as stated by developers, does not have microtransactions in the game, and this is only single player, so no online or co-op gameplay right now. Amazing. I mean, it's been a while since we had one of those games, you know, just being games, single player offline games. And game will not require, as I said, internet connection. Besides, day one physical versions, if you have the physical version of the game, because you will have to download day one patch, and after that you are good. It's been a while since I was this excited about the game, mostly because look, it's an open world RPG, but you know, being Harry Potter, a world which was insanely popular when I was growing up with movies coming out, it was a craze. Now, keep in mind, I did read the books and watch the films, but I don't know every little bit of Harry Potter world, and especially from the lore perspective, so I will have to rewatch the films and reread the books before we get into this game on the 10th. Now, for the end, regarding controversies around Hogwarts Legacy, well, it is mostly tied to J.K. Rowling and everything regarding her statements and the usual, but besides that, I was approached by people and YouTubers asking if I will cover this game, and of course, if I cover it, what do I think about people, you know, backlashing, canceling you, whatever. I mean, look, my advice to you is, if you want to play this game, play it. You know, Twitter will always be Twitter, and if someone is labeling you something just because you're playing a video game with spells in it, then just, you know, that says a lot about them, not you. So relax, ignore them and enjoy the game. That's my advice to you. And also expect a review and beginner guide videos when it releases very soon, as well as me streaming it on this channel. I just hope it's going to be, you know, as I said, a smooth release, considering that open world games are usually a pain to optimize. And this is everything for today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, click that like and subscribe button for more, and tell me down below what you think about all of this. Join our community on Twitter and Discord, and huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters. If you wanted an extra way to support the channel, check out our Patreon or join directly through YouTube. This is LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. Bye bye.